And the Lord said, pay your taxes on your capital gains, on your investments when you get your blessing. People, well, Jesus is coming. It's okay. We'll be all right. No, 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 no. It was a setup from the devil to take out God's people. There's too much ignorance in the body of Christ. And the devil was waiting like he watches. Who's doing right? Who's doing wrong? Who's opening a door? Who's not? Be faithful with little God gives you, and he'll turn it into a much if you listen to him. Don't be stupid, and don't be stingy. Don't be in fear of not having enough of when God brings your blessing. Well, this is all we've got. We better set up shop right here. This is it. No, trust him for more. I saw 5 major pots. Do you remember whenever I told you about October? Was it? No, it was back in November. And I saw 4 major doors. 4 major doors that were completely black, but every door was the same. And behind the door, when it opened the door, there was gold coins, and the gold came running out. And it was a major like tsunami wave of gold coins. But each door needed to be powered up through prayer. And each door was the same, but each door, one was gold, one was silver, and the others were other investments, digital. So I saw those doors, and the Lord said, you must pray and open those doors by intercession. And they must be fueled by power, fueled by the Holy Ghost, ignited by the Spirit. We must pray over these doors and the things of the Lord, because this was Satan's wheelhouse. And Satan has a hold of the money. It's his specialty. It's a specialty. So that's what I was praying over a lot. And that's what we saw. Did we see anything else?
You saw people picketing?
I saw people picketing at Gaza. They were very upset that it was not, they said free Palestine. They were very upset that it was not Palestine anymore. They weren't giving the land back to the Palestinians. They had signs, and they were picketing in America. They were picketing in all over the place because they had these signs like we see now. Europe, they were telling everybody, free Palestine. They want because they were ticked off about the land and what was being built and all the resort and all that. Making Gaza great again. I saw major ticked off people concerning Greenland. Trump was trying to strong arm them concerning Greenland and their finances. I saw them being offered $25,000 per citizen for shares, stipends. An agreement, if the older you were, the more money you got. The older you were, the more money you got. But it was per citizen. And I saw United States trying to strong arm, which they did, Greenland. I saw Europe very upset about this. I saw Emmanuel Macron yelling the loudest. Very upset about this, Emmanuel Macron was, in the days ahead. With England, Finland, Germany, and Italy. There were really loud voices coming against this. And it was almost like an invasion again. Like, you're going to do this. It didn't make people happy. The reason it was happening so quickly was because the dollar was in trouble. And he was trying to save America's economy for how bad it truly is from a Biden administration doing what they did. Do you remember what I told you I saw a dam? Do you remember I saw United States economy, the dollar and all this, and there was cracks in the dam? And as I saw Trump's ear, I saw a major economic crisis in his term. Does anybody remember that? And I said it was worse than the 1930s. And the Lord said, because my people have prayed, I'm giving you a little bit more time. People said, Brandon, you said you'd saw economic disaster. How come it has had prayer, grace? But the economy didn't change. It still is bad, right? It's all around us. But he's holding it together by paddling and doing these ideas of whatever. And we must pray for the Supreme Court to bring this about, that they will do the tariffs and the things. Because if they don't, we're done. I saw a plug. I saw all these major things happening. I saw people rioting. I saw they wanted their entitlements. And they were rioting in the streets. It looked like something that was out of a movie. And it was so bad. It was so bad that they sent in the National Guard and put barbed wire fence around everything in all the major cities. Chicago, New York, Philadelphia. There was nobody out on the streets. They had people of Humvees, and they had police barricades everywhere because of everybody rioting, because of the economy crashing. And these are the things I have seen. But that was whenever I saw Canada falling. I saw the economy of Canada was in trouble. And when this happened, I saw Canada and British Columbia join up with America, and it started to become one. And it was a red. It started to turn red. It started to become a state. Not all of Canada did it at once, but the parts of Canada started to secede from Canada because of a vote, because the economy was in trouble. And I saw Canada and America try to become one financially. Those are the things that I've seen that I keep praying over. And I've seen this way before even President Trump brought it to the table back a year ago. We've been talking about this for over 2 years. Warning you of what was coming. Huh?
During Joe Biden's term.
During Joe Biden's term. I said Trump's going to do this. Everybody said, Trump, oh man, he's going to win the election? Yes. And what I tell you, I say he'll win by a landslide. And he'll even win states that Michigan. He'll win all these states. Watch what happens. And I saw Oklahoma rise up with torches, and I saw all these things. Remember I told you what I saw? Well, now I'm telling you, midterms, we're in trouble. If we don't come out and vote in big numbers, church, in 2026 in midterms, we're going to lose the Senate by a lot, for what I keep seeing. But we maintain the House by a little. They won't be able to impeach him all the way. They need both. So, that's what I saw. And it will be a stalemate president, and it will be bad. And the Lord said, if you pray, you can turn this around. And you'll have a good another 2 years until 2028, 2027, when the plague tries to come in. It will try to be the end going into 2028, just like they did in 2019. If it worked once, will it work again? We don't want them winning. We want Joe Biden back. Remember? So give us Barabbas. That's what they are. Give us Barabbas. So I guess that's a good highlight for today.
You said if you want to go, you said Japan. You saw Japan again, the woman, and then you saw.
Oh
you
yeah.
Saw hearts.
I saw hearts joining up together in Japan. A pink heart and a dark red heart. It was like red and pink. And I saw a covered wagon with Sooners on it again. And I saw them being major crypto people in the days ahead. And their hearts were joining up with the economies, with South Korea and Japan. There were two hearts, but they were one heart. Pink, red heart joined together. It looked like Valentine candy. But I saw March, and it was highlighted before me. And March was a hot month concerning Greenland and things ahead over the next 60 to 90 days. Praying over this. Praying over the Olympics by the 3rd of February, which is in the next couple of weeks. Praying over the Olympics. Praying over a major black swan event coming out of France, coming out of these areas with a major attack coming. Interceding for this escalation with Venezuela and Russia and Cuba. Yep, Venezuela, Russia, and Cuba. Right? Yep. Because I saw Cuba and Russia becoming friends. And there was a lifeline, trying to give them a lifeline, and they were bringing military equipment and things to them. And I believe this is something that's already happened. And there was underground bases in Cuba that had biological things from Russia. It was very, very, very serious. So there's a lot right there. 38 minutes. So.
And you saw the waves too. You saw waves. You saw cookie jars and waves and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So pretty good. What do y'all think? Is that good enough? Huh? Oh, I saw a massive olive grove. And in the olive grove, there was tons of olives and tons of fruit. But it was being pressed into fresh olive oil. And it represented something beautiful. It would look like beautiful olive trees, and they were full of olives. They were ripe for the picking. And I could see that the sky was beautiful blue, and that olives were built on the rock. These olive trees were on the side of a mountain. All of the olive trees were all over the mountain. The mountain was flourishing with olive trees, but the olives were built and rooted in the rock, ripe for the picking. And I could see that the sky was beautiful blue, and that olives were built on the rock. These olive trees were on the side of a mountain. All of the olive trees were all over the mountain. The mountain was flourishing with olive trees, but the olives were built and rooted in the rock. I could see that they were full of fruit, and it was something symbolic. As I saw the olives, the oil started coming up off of the mountain, and it was running down, and it was as thick as syrup, and it was running over the rocks, and it was running down over this valley, and it was running, and there was fresh olive oil coming out of the rocks and the olive trees. And I don't know where that olive was, but I saw it, and it was beautiful. And what did the Lord say? Did he say something to that? Do you have any? Did Mama write down?
Come up to the olive grove.
Come up to the olive grove.
There's much fruit.
For there's much fruit.
A place of provision.
A place of provision.
The oil.
The oil,
a great place of provision.
a great place of provision.
Yeah, he saw in verse 6.
And I saw the olives.
And then he said a struggle pulling up the rock.
What?
Pulling up the rock. You saw the tuggle, like you're pulling up the rock. It's been a struggle.
Oh, about the blessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a struggle. And they were pulling about Iraq. And they were pulling, and they were pulling on the crypto, and they were pulling, and it was just struggle. And that's what the Lord said. You're just struggling. And I saw them pulling, and all of us were pulling. And you didn't feel like you were making very much in the spirit realm. But I saw we won the tug of war. Huh? It was breakthrough time. No more struggle. It's time for a breakthrough. The harvest is connected to the seed.
When you listen to me and you go and you use your authority, some of you are about to fly.
Yeah.
Jets.
When you come up higher with your sowing.
Yeah.
When you come up higher with your sowing to me, and you use your authority over your seed, some of you are about to start flying high with me. Using your authority over your seed. That's what he said.
When you open your eyes, you must give me all of the glory.
When you open your eyes, you give me all of the glory.
It will multiply as you sow. Yeah.
It will multiply as you sow, if you give God all the glory for what He's about to do in your life. Yep. Believe me for a quick work.
Some will pinch themselves.
Oh, some will pinch themselves because how good it'll be for you. I saw people actually pinch it, like, and I know it's metaphor. You ain't gonna pinch yourself, but some people will be pinching themselves, going, the goodness of God. But the goodness of God, look what He did. And I saw them pinching themselves because of how much your life is going to change that quickly. I remember that. They were pinching themselves in the vision. I was thinking, because people are like, is this a dream? Am I in a dream? Am I living a dream? You know, and people say, well, I don't believe that, Brandon. Well, then this isn't for you. I don't believe that's going to happen. Well, then if you